Hello everyone, welcome to my bullet hit tutorial. This is my first tutorial, so I hope it goes well. Here is the finished effect. If you want to see our main channel, it's Alpha6Digital. Behind the Six is just our behind the scenes and tutorials and stuff. So if you want to see some cool videos, just head over to here. There's a link on the Behind the Six channel. Just here. Yeah, hopefully you enjoy the videos. This here, Shoot Your Friend's Bullet Hit tutorial, there's free stock footage at the end. You just gotta download it and extract it. And I tell you how to do that in the description. Anyway, we won't be using that today though, but you can use the same principles in this to use that stock footage. What we'll be using is elements from the Action Essentials 2-pack, like this powder hit and this blood burst hit. Okay, this is the footage that we'll be using it to. So first off, we're going to motion track it. Go track motion. I don't know, maybe this thing here, this bush in the background. That should work. Yeah. Click play once you've got a good spot. That'll go through. Okay, it's starting to go off a bit now, so we'll just drag it to its actual position. Okay, that should be enough. Okay, once you motion track the stroke, you want to create a null object. Just right click here, new, null object. Then you want to edit target, apply this to the null, okay. Apply, it's just position, not rotation or scale, because we're not zooming in or rotating the camera. So apply. Okay, so now that red box should be stuck to the footage. Yep. Okay. So we'll turn that off. Now we'll put this powder hit over the top here. Zoom in a bit. Find the point where he gets hit or shot. About there. So we'll drag this to the start of it. It shouldn't be too big or too small. I generally say just a bit wider than his body usually looks around, right? So we'll line that up. Speed it up a bit. This is a bit slow at starters, so about 60%. Okay, we will apply parent this to the null. So then it will stay stuck to the footage. Now we will apply a tint to it. Drag that into the red. Don't want this too red, otherwise it doesn't look right. You want it sort of like a whitish, a bit more white than, well, more red than white, but you want a little bit of white in it. So about there. Let's see how that looks. Okay, that's looking alright. Now, as you see, when the camera moves, that looks clear, but everything else is blurry. So, we need to motion blur this. So you click the, if you're in this mode, click down the bottom there, and then enable motion blur, and click on the thing you want to motion blur, that box there. So now, as that moves, that will start to blur. But during this, it looks really crisp, doesn't it? Like you can see, it looks more like powder than blood. So we'll apply a Gaussian blur to it. Then we'll just find a good setting so it looks more like smoke-ish. Maybe around there. See how that looks. Alright. Let's move it over a bit. Okay. That's looking pretty good. Might speed it up a little bit more. That's looking pretty good. Now that's just the smokish, the mist for the blood here. But now we want to add some liquid, sort of like liquid blood's coming out. So I've got this blood hit here, just like this. Oh, well, that's right. Okay. So now I'm going to drag this under the mist. That's probably a little bit too big. So put it in the middle of that mist bit there, so about there. Now this will need some speeding up. Generally say about 80 or 70%, usually looks about right. Now we need to apply this to the null, so that will be stuck to the footage as well, so it moves like the footage is. And remember to motion blur it. Just want to check these settings. Yeah, it's right. Yep, that's right. Okay. Now, that blood looks a bit crisp, so again, we'll apply the Gaussian blur to it. Because it is moving pretty fast, so I don't know, about 8 or 9, I'd say. 8.4, I think that'll look good. We'll see what that looks like. It's maybe a bit slow, speed it up a bit more, see what that looks like. 70. So yeah, it's starting to look pretty good. Of course you could do more things to this, like add a bit of white smoke so it looks like more like a squid, but that's the basic to make it look like blood. That's what we usually use. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial.